Your authentic voice is the one thing you've been taught to lose. It's time to reclaim it. Very often, if we speak up about what we want or how we feel, we immediately feel guilty or upset or frustrated afterwards. And this is a social norm that we've kind of absorbed as we've been growing up, that we mustn't be selfish, we must always think of other people, and all that really teaches us is not to think of ourselves, so we don't say what we really want or what we feel we really need. Let's begin to think of that guilt or resentment as a signal that we need to grow emotionally, not physically. We need to grow emotionally. Your brain, the part of your brain that learns, is most alert and active when you are feeling unstable in some kind of way. That could be as simple as you go to the shop and the thing you went to buy is out of stock. That's instability, isn't it, in some way? It could be much larger than that. You could be facing some real stresses at work or at home. When we're staying inside our comfort zone all the time, we're not learning, we're not growing. I'm not suggesting for 1 minute that you deliberately make your life unstable so you can learn and grow, but we need to begin to move out of that 100% comfort zone into a little bit of uncomfortability, because that's where we learn and grow. Otherwise, everything is just going to stay the same. Now, I've seen some scientific stuff that says you need to be outside your comfort zone 70% to reach 70% of the time to reach your potential. I think that feels like quite a lot, particularly if you're someone that relies on your comfort zone to stay feeling safe. So we just want to move a little bit outside our comfort zone. Now, I'm not good with numbers, so the percentage thing never works for me, but I might decide that I'm going to change one of my habits, in that I'm going to, once a day, when I am tempted to stay silent or give a response that is socially acceptable, I'm going to give a response that's much more like my authentic voice. Your authentic voice is probably the most powerful tool you have in your toolkit, but it's literally right now at the bottom, covered in dust, covered with a whole load of other tools that we aren't sure work anymore, we're not sure what they're for. So if we get back to you, first of all, identifying and then using our authentic voice, this puts us slightly outside our comfort zone, so we have the potential to learn and grow. But I want us to do this in a way that is manageable and we have a positive reception to what we're doing, so that we want to build on it and take larger steps outside our comfort zone. So I would suggest, or certainly the way that worked for me, was having a safe person or a safe space or a safe place where I would be happy to use my authentic voice without worrying about what other people are thinking and feeling, because it's a social pressure, isn't it? Not to upset the apple cart, not to rock the boat, all those metaphors that we can easily name. But just because you say how you feel or what you're thinking doesn't mean that you're trying to rock the boat. It's just you saying how it is for you. So we're not going to march into work tomorrow, find the colleague that we find most threatening and tell that person what we think of them. We're going to think about our other half or our bestie or our therapist, and we're going to prep them. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find my authentic voice. I'm trying to use it, and encourage them to give you positive feedback when you've done it, because this is then what will happen. You might feel a little bit anxious about using your authentic voice, but then you do it and you say what you need to say, that feels really good because you haven't got to squash it back down inside. And then they will give you an honest reaction. Now, our brains are trained to recognise authenticity, or we could argue they're designed to pick up on the reverse. Somebody who's a bit shifty, somebody who you feel is lying, if their body language doesn't match what they're saying. You're trying to, our brains pick up on all of that without us even knowing. The flip side to it is they can also our brains can also recognise authenticity. So whoever you're speaking to in the safe space with the safe person that you've set up, they will recognise the authenticity and they will respond to it also authentically. That makes you feel heard, it makes you feel confident, and more importantly, it makes you want to try this again, because the confidence you feel and the feeling of being heard vastly outweighs the small amount of anxiety you had before you said anything. And then slowly, we take larger steps outside our comfort zone, but it must be small steps that start safe and gradually get less stable as we learn that we can say what we think or what we feel, and it is actually okay. If you want more of this sort of thing, come and hang out in the Becoming Hive, my free Facebook community for quietly rebellious introverted women over 40. There's a link below. In the Becoming Hive, we talk real strategies, no fluff, no bullshit. You could also like this video, comment on this video, and subscribe to this channel. Dust off your throne and polish your crown, Queen, because when you are well, the whole hive thrives. Until next time, swear softly, rebel radiantly, and buzz bravely.